In this video, we're going to look at the pre-processing options available in WordStat. This is not an action-packed video, but hopefully it will help you understand the different options more clearly. There are 5 tabs involved in text processing: pre-processing, post-processing, exclusion, substitution, and categorization. These tabs allow you to specify how the textual information will be processed. The Pre-Processing Options tab allows you to set various text analysis processes. The 3 processing choices, Preprocessor, Stemming, and Limitization, are optional. Let's start with Preprocessor. This feature permits greater flexibility to users with programming skills, as they can customize the processing of textual information using specially designed external routines accessible in the form of an external exe file, a function in a DLL library, or a Python script. Here we have a Python limitizer. We'll go into greater detail on this in another video. Stemming is a natural language processing routine that reduces inflected and derived forms of words to a common root form or word stem. For example, the stem of write, writer, writing, and writings is write. Stemming can be useful in exploratory text mining or when developing automatic document classification models, as it groups related words together, reducing the total number of word forms. However, it may also decrease precision. For example, in a sentiment analysis project, we found that the verb improve was often associated with negative comments, while its past tense form improved was generally associated with positive comments. If you reduce these down to the stem, you wouldn't be able to see the difference. Errors in stemming algorithms may also occur. For example, the English Porter stemmer will group words like universal, universe, and university into a single root universe. Stemming may also fail to group related words that do not follow typical grammatical rules. Limitization is a dictionary-moderated processing method in which various forms of words are reduced to a more limited number of canonical forms. It is important to remember that limitization, like stemming, may decrease the measurement precision of some concepts or topics. WordStat, however, lets you monitor all substitutions. And to override them by creating a list of custom substitutions. The character recognition section allows you to analyze words containing numeric values or a mix of numbers and letters or characters. By default, WordStat internally converts all text to uppercase letters so that processing of words is case insensitive. This may not be appropriate if you want to identify proper nouns or analyze text written in some European languages like German, where differences in letter cases may denote differences in meaning. Enabling the case-sensitive option prevents the internal conversion to uppercase letters, and will treat 2 instances of the same word in different cases, lower or upper, as 2 distinct words. By default, every word consisting of numeric values or a mix of letters and numbers is excluded from the analysis. Enable the Accept Numeric Characters option to include those words. The Add Characters Appearing option allows you to specify which characters, besides letters of the alphabet, should be considered as an integral part of a word. For example, the hyphen and ex-wife. The Anywhere option is used to specify special characters that would be considered as part of a word, no matter where they appear. While the Embedded in Words option should be used to specify characters that should be enclosed within other valid characters and not at the beginning or the end of a word. We'll again use the example of ex-wife. Putting the hyphen in the embedded words field will allow ex-wife to be treated as a single word rather than two words, ex and wife. The text to include section lets you determine what text to include in your analysis. Prior to using WordStat for content analysis, some modification or adjustments may be made to documents, such as adding braces or brackets. Square brackets and braces have special meanings in WordStat. Braces are used to remove a section of the text that you don't want to process, while square brackets may be used to restrict the analysis to specific portions of the text. This is useful for removing interviewer questions and probes, comments and other verbal interventions made by an interviewer, or to restrict the content analysis to only portions of the entire text. Don't process text within braces option can be used to instruct the program to skip all text found between braces. The don't process text within brackets option can be used to instruct the program to skip all text found between brackets. Since WordStat can also be configured to analyze only text found between brackets, as in this option, these two options can be used to toggle between an analysis of keywords entered manually between those brackets and the surrounding text. In WordStat 8, you can convert emojis to text. We'll take a look at this in another video. You can also ignore duplicate documents or paragraphs and analyze the first chosen amount of words rather than the entire text. The final section, case processing, allows you to randomly select a fraction of all cases and performs the content analysis on this subsample. This reduces the processing time for large files and is especially useful during the initial phase of an analysis, where dictionaries are constructed, as it allows you to preview the kind of results that would be obtained on very large data sets. You can also include records with missing values. When examining the relationship between textual data and categorical or numerical values, WordStat will skip any cases with a missing value on any one of these variables. Enabling this option instructs WordStat to include all cases, whether or not values are missing. All missing values are assigned to an additional class labeled as missing. Any analysis involving comparisons between classes of categorical variables, cross-tabulation, correspondence analysis, etc., will include this additional class. Weighting variable. This option allows the selection of a variable that would be used to apply weight to the cases. When the program reads a case, the value of the weighting variable for this case is truncated to an integer. This integer value specifies how many times the case will be duplicated. If the value is less than 1, the case is excluded from analysis. This option is especially useful when the textual data to be analyzed have already been reduced to a frequency list, such as when analyzing a list of the most frequent queries on a search engine. There you have a quick overview of the different options available on the Preprocessing tab. Please see the user guide for further information and for information about the Languages tab.